Hello, my name is Lori Dodd. This is Proposition 2, Trend Number 4. Collaborating partnerships are important to use with parents, students, and, the community, businesses, community agency, and colleagues from your own school district, along with teachers from other school districts. Collaboration is when you work together to achieve a goal. Harrell and Jordan in 2008 described collaboration as when students work together to accomplish a group task. Nito and Bode say one of the primary roles of educators is to interrupt the cycle of inequity and opposition. They continue to say it will take courage, creativity, hard work, and ongoing collaboration with like-minded educators and others to change things. This is Mrs. Amy Graff Akita. She works for the Cincinnati Public School System. I've been in collaboration with Amy to discuss how to help our students through technology and collaboration. I have found that not all teachers are computer literate, and their technological skills are far behind what I use, and we had a hard time using technology on her end. So we did talk on the phone rather than the video due to her problems. Now, building relationships with different businesses in the community is important. Children need to know that someday they will be in the workforce, and they need to know that their learning is what they need to use in the real world. Students often think that a certain concept isn't important to learn, and they put little effort into learning that concept. They later find that it was important. And if while being taught a certain skill, the teacher can include a business that uses that concept, and the students would be more interested in learning about it. An example of this is when teaching the mathematical skill concept of unit rate. The local grocery stores have the prices of the object listed below the items on the shelf. It also includes the unit rate. This is a hard concept for students to learn because they're not used to using this in their life at age 11 or 12 when they use it or when they learn it. But once they see they can compare prices and find the best deals, they will understand that this is an important concept to know. So if it's just taught with how to find the unit rate, and the teacher doesn't show how the students will use this in their real life, the concept is much harder to comprehend. In my virtual classroom, I use online grocery shopping websites, and also recommend the students look for these in stores when they shop with their family members. In Amy's classroom, in the brick and mortar school, the students take field trips to the grocery store, and she shows them how to find the unit rate and compares the prices of items. And then they have to choose from different items which would be the best product to purchase by using the unit rate. Now, collaboration with the community agencies is very important. Teachers can recognize students that need help within their classroom. The educator can refer these agencies to help certain students. She can also refer parents to certain agencies. Many parents need help in their lives with their families, and they're not aware of what is available to them. So the parents can tell the agency that the teacher referred them to her, and knowing the teacher has a good relationship with this agency can help the parent feel more comfortable in talking about their needs. In the virtual classroom, when a child expresses concern with the lack of food or a divorce situation, I will do a collaboration project that involves these agencies so the students are aware of them without me actually telling the students directly about them. We look them up on the internet for their local towns and discuss which agency is good for which type of problem. In Amy's classroom, she does field trips and has people come to her class to discuss all the different agencies that are available in her town. Building relationships with other districts is important, like I have been with Amy. Sometimes schools get in a groove and they don't look for or learn new ways to teach the students that don't understand concepts that you're are being taught at the moment. I found that I'm much more advanced in technology than other teachers that do not teach in a virtual classroom. School districts should work together, not feel that other districts are their competitors. They should see that all students at the same level should have the opportunity to receive the best education possible, no matter where they live in the country. I think in the future there will be many more virtual schools in the country. Many people are still frustrated with their local school district because it doesn't fit their style of life or the school is not meeting their needs. In the future, it would be nice to have the virtual school and public school work together rather than to feel that one's taking something away from the other one. Collaboration between the virtual school and the brick and mortar school can open great opportunities for both forms of education. Students can work together on projects in the classroom with the virtual classroom with the public school, with the use of video cameras on their computers. Each style of education is so similar, yet it's so different. Sometimes the students on the other side cannot imagine how the other side works. With working together, the students can each provide each other with different views and aspects of a project that the other student never thought of. So collaboration also works well with students between classes of the same school and that don't even have the opportunity to work together. It can bridge the gap between teachers, classes, students, and normally would not be able to do so. The opportunities are endless. In the virtual classroom, I have built relationships with teachers from other virtual schools and public schools. Collaborating with other virtual teachers from other virtual schools besides PA Cyber, one that I do work with is PA Learners Online. It lets me know what programs other schools are using, see if we're using the best product, what type of technology they're using in class with their students. I collaborate with teachers from public brick and mortar schools in my area and in other states. I like to see how the schools in Pennsylvania are on track with schools in other states, such as Ohio and West Virginia. I often see that what another school is using does not always work in my classroom. In Amy's classroom, she speaks with a couple local school districts about what they are learning and how they teach concepts that she's having a hard time getting across to her students. Building a relationship between schools through collaboration with the district is important. Sometimes schools don't talk to each other within the district, and although they're using the same curriculum, the same grade teachers might be teaching something totally different. It's good to collaborate because maybe one teacher has a way to teach a certain concept in a better way for a student to understand and master that skill. One teacher might feel she's doing a great job, but with speaking to other teachers, she might find that she is teaching way below or way above the other teachers. They can exchange ideas to make every student's education better. In the virtual classroom, I'm the team leader for teachers in grades 5 and 6. We have great communication between all the teachers in the school at our grade levels, which include bi-monthly collaboration meetings. I teach 6th grade mathematics, so I often collaborate with the teachers in grade 5 and 7 to see what they are teaching and what I need to emphasize more at my grade level. In Amy's classroom, she also talks with teachers from other schools within the Cincinnati public school system. She has monthly meetings where they meet to discuss what they're teaching and work together on what they will be teaching in the following months also. This keeps all the students learning at the same pace. The use of collaboration with parents is important in the virtual classroom. Parents choose cyber school many times so they can be involved in their child's education. At PA Cyber, parents could live many miles away from the teacher. Some parents feel more comfortable talking face to face rather than on the phone. With the use of technology, parents and educators can meet online with the use of video to fulfill this need. Sometimes seeing the facial reaction expresses more than the words. In the virtual classroom, parents in the virtual classroom would like to be involved in their child's education and have to have a say so in what they learn. Many parents are very brave and expressive through email, but using online collaboration rooms are a much better way of communicating. Sometimes when a parent writes an email, it doesn't come across the concern the parent is that is writing it. You don't recognize if it's a happy or a mean email. With the use of live collaboration, you can go by the tone of the voice what the parent uses or their facial expressions. You can calm a parent down if they're upset. When you show that you both need support to support each other, it'll provide a better education environment for the child. In Amy's classroom, she calls parents in for conferences to collaborate about what's best for their students. Parents don't always show up because she doesn't have the parental participation that she would like to. If she uses higher technology with online collaboration, maybe she would be more successful. I suggest that she might want to try this once, and she's happy to take this recommendation. Using collaboration with students is important to help them learn at a better rate. In the virtual classroom, I use collaboration daily with my students. I also have an office on the internet that I can talk with and tutor students. Some students need to have one-on-one time with a teacher, whether it's for tutoring or just expressing themselves. In a brick and mortar setting, the teacher is always available to the students. In the virtual classroom, once the students leave the classroom, they don't talk to the teacher until the next class time. I teach mathematics, and it's difficult for to discuss how to work out a math problem they're having once they leave the classroom, and explaining it how to solve it through email is hard for 11 and 12-year-olds in my class. Students need that live interaction to understand. So I use collaboration rooms to speak to students alone or within a group. I used to use collaboration rooms to let the students show me that they understand what I have taught them, or to provide one-on-one educational methods to help struggling students. Students' collaboration with each other, they use collaboration in their collaboration rooms with each other. This helps students to see other points of view on concepts that they might be aware of. The students work together collaboratively to solve problems. In Amy's classroom, she uses one of collaboration and also one-on-one collaboration and also group collaboration. She cannot understand how a virtual teacher can get across to a student without being right there in front of her. So in conclusion, I found that it's important to analyze and use the possibilities of technology has to build collaborative partnerships with others in educational process, including the parents, the students, co-teachers, the community at large, businesses, community agencies. The information gathered in this field-based activity will improve my students' academic performance with Amy's suggestion due to the involvement of others. Now, CREED is the Center for Research, Education, Diversity, and Excellence. Dr. Roland Tharp described 5 CREED standards to help students successful in the classroom. He described them as teachers and students working together, developing literacy and language skills across the curriculum, connecting a school to students' lives, engaging students with challenging lessons, and emphasizing dialogue over lecture. And this is from a laureate incorporation.